It's either he loses his job, or his money will start disappearing mysteriously, or one problem or the other will come up until all the money he has gathered for building disappears. It's a kind of evil pattern. The same young man, after we prayed and God opened doors for him and he is able to own his own house, one day I was in a vision, because he resorted to me for prayers often. In that vision, I was praying for him, and then I saw that he was telling me that he came from a family where they are all fishermen. And you know, the kind of fishermen is not the type that you have to do a fishery science. It's not that you own ponds and then you are selling fishes in big quantities. It's the type of fishermen that stay on top of river. They will build house on top of river and put their net there. They are mosquitoes. They are living in the same quarters. Snakes will be growing, coming from the water and come and visit them where they are staying. So he told me in that vision, he said, I'm also going to go and join them, because that is our family trade. That is the pattern of our family. This thing I'm doing now is not the pattern of our family. They've been wanting me to return. So I came out of that vision, I picked my phone and I called him. He came and saw me. We were talking. So he said, man of God, what do I do? I said, that is ancestral family demons. He said, man of God. I said, yes. He said, these family demons, they don't die. Those are patterns. Spirits don't die. But the pattern that they flaunt, that they sponsor, can be broken. And people can be freed from those patterns. You don't need to end the way your father ended. You don't need to end the way your mother ended. You can break free from that yoke. That's my concern tonight. Amen. So God told Abraham, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. In other words, Abraham, I want to start something new with you. And that thing will be born from a revelation. I'm going to show you a new pattern of living. But for you to step into it, you have to come out of this old pattern. Now, I'd like you to know that as at this time, Abraham had no identity, no destiny, no child, childless, nameless, faceless, identityless, destinyless, regimented by an evil pattern. And God wanted him to come out. I don't know the pattern in your own family that has tied everybody down. Of course, when Abraham came out, it took years for God to correct the error of so many years. Errors that took years to form. Sometimes what takes many years to form will require a longer period sometimes to break. So we saw even Abraham came out, the thing kept following him. He and Sarah waited for years before they could achieve pregnancy. And when Isaac was born, product of a delayed conception, he too had delay. Rebecca couldn't give birth on time. When eventually she took him, it was a tug of war. What is all of this? To get pregnant, war. To deliver the child, war. Lord, what is the matter? Because you see, there are problems you can't solve until you receive revelation. Some problems are only solved through what? Revelation. That's why God told Abraham, it is through revelation that I will end this frustration. When it was the turn of Jacob to get married, he got married. The lady he loved that he wanted to marry became barren. There was nothing he didn't do. Rachel was pretty, she was beautiful, she was hardworking, she was industrious. She was the one managing her father's business. Now she's married to the man of her dream, but she can't have a child. Because it's a generational curse. And by the time we check Father Abraham's lineage, that barrenness was there. Of course, when he met with Leah, Leah quickly took in. There are men that the women they marry never get pregnant, but anytime they mistakenly go outside, bam. One touch, 3 children. Because that devil is not interested in holding that other woman, because he knows that your heart is not with that one. The one that your heart is with, he will want to frustrate you. God punish that devil. What do evil patterns do? Very quickly. Number one, they impose limitations and stagnation upon men. Evil patterns, they impose limitations and stagnation upon men. 2, they bring pain on the innocent people. Pain. I'll be very fast because of my time. 3, they hinder and resist notable progress. Anywhere there is an evil pattern, you rarely see progress there. That lack of progress is indicative of an evil pattern. Number 4, they bring death of rising stars in families. There are families that once anybody is rising to become wealthy, the person dies. There are families that the demon that operates that evil pattern does not permit rich people to stay in that family. Nobody must be rich, nobody must be strong. Everybody must be weak and poor. So the moment somebody rises and he gets a good job, maybe he's now chairman of NNPC, the day they swear him in, he will die mysteriously. Or maybe he started having business and he just started having contract. Before you know it, he's gone. Because there is an evil harvester that is harvesting the glory of that family. Because nobody must stand in the family to be able to carry the burden of the family. Are you not aware that there are families that if there is a problem of 1 million Nigerian naira, there is nobody to call? That is in some families. They have a problem of 1 million naira, there is nobody to call. Somebody said 1 million is too much now. 100,000. If they have a problem of 100,000, there is nobody to call. Say, please bro, can you loan me 100,000? There is nobody in the whole family. There are those that is even worse. 10,000, there is nobody to call. That is, everybody is down. It's an evil pattern. Number 5, they keep people small and poor. Number 6, they resist fruitfulness and prosperity. Hallelujah. We have so many examples of evil patterns. There are families where you get to, you see old people. You rarely see young children. You don't see children, you don't see young adults. Because the old people that are there are all witches. They use the life of young children to renew their lives. They keep on living miserable, wicked, useless lives. They'll be killing all the young children. So the women will come in, they will take in, as they are taking in, the thing is coming out. Because one old witch there is renewing his useless life, wicked life, with the fetus of unborn children. It's an evil pattern. And then you go to some other families, you don't see old people there. Satan harvests all the old people there. Nobody must be elderly. All of them are children or young adults. It's a kind of pattern. Then there are some families you get to, you will see all the ladies, pretty girls, educated, hardworking, no marriage. Those of them that manage to force themselves into marriage, they don't last because of a particular pattern. If you are here and I'm mentioning a case that is pertinent to you, please don't be offended. It is not your fault. It's not your fault. There is something that is responsible, and that is what we are attacking tonight. That evil pattern must scatter.